Welcome to Never Done Projects, where we are just a silly little YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and consider joining the member on the wall and out by the road for only $4.99 a month.
Alright, hello everyone. Cootie says howdy doody. Hello Cootie. Sherry85 says hello, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. Alex said yes. Sherry said sent marshmallows high for 100 joules. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Alexa said hi again. Let's see where we at. Oh, whoa. Floyd said hi. Pops, hello, Floyd. Alexa said one. Little and Ford said, hey, Pops and gang, hello. Sherry says thank you. Thank you for coming in. I really enjoy everybody coming in, and I think it's been a while since we've seen you, so welcome. Welcome back. Cootie says I am very irritated Friday. Whoop. Inebriated, sorry. Hell, I believe I am too. Alexa said 5. John said hi. Hello. Hello, John. Hope everybody's Friday is going well. I don't have this quite right. Nope, that's too much. I might have had it right and have my screen wrong. Floyd said, Pops, got the double cup going? Yeah. My solo cup. Cootie Queen said, I figured out why my co-worker being a twat yesterday. One of the associates got promoted to manager, so she was mad. She had to actually do work for the day. Whoop, whoop. Oh, poor little baby. Carly says, hello, the boys. Hey, Pops and Cootie. Carly? Cootie says, hello, Curly. Little Ford says, I'm about 5 beers deep into getting ready to make breaded pork cutlets with mashed taters and Forrest for Jenny. All right. Little Ford said, sorry, y'all. Well, it's fine. We're okay with it, though. Might get interesting. 25 people in here, 8 thumbs up. Y'all reach over and hit that thumbs up for me, please. Y'all hang around. Whoop, went to 17. Cootie said I have more gumbo with cornbread and butter. Gumbo sounds good. I used to enjoy eating it, but I can't eat the shrimp no more, so not much use eating gumbo, is it? It kind of mixes in with everything that's in there. Alexis said hi. Hello, Alexis. 13 people, 10 thumbs up. Lex says 15. Cootie said, I'm going to scold Lotus, Jane, and Mary for not joining yesterday and why no shrimp. I love it, but it breaks me out and I can't breathe. So I developed an allergy to it over the years, I guess. Curly says, hey, Alexis. Alexis says 9. Pablo says hi. Cootie says, Curly, why are you saying hello to a bot? Now, Cootie. Hello, Pablo. Hope you're doing well. Alexa said yes. And Curly said, you're allergic to shrimp? That sucks. I'm sorry, Pops. Yeah, me too, because growing up, that was my go-to, either shrimp or popcorn shrimp. Either steak or popcorn shrimp. That's about all I eat when I'd go out, for supper or whatever. And now I can't eat popcorn shrimp or any shrimp for that matter. So yeah, it sucks. Lex says 8, 10, 9, 9. Curly says, Cootie, you're funny. Little Force, anybody who's hungry, go, come on, fix a plate. Give me directions. I'll be there in a little bit. Curly said, I could go for some butterfly shrimp with sweet and sour. Cootie said, now, Cootie. She's a bot, Pops, I swear. No, she's not. See, she even said no. Curly says, I want a plate. And Alexa says, 36? Yeah, 36 people in here. 20 in here, yeah. Curly said, even Alexa says no. Haha, see? She's shy. Give her time. She'll come around. Jose said, I think is that Jose or Jose? Said, by God's grace, through our faith, Christ's blood payment at the cross for our sins, we are saved. Romans 3:24-25, EPH 22:891, Core 15:1-4. Thank you. I appreciate it. We don't do politics, religion, or controversial subject, and any inappropriate content on this channel. But I do appreciate it. I read your comment. Just in case you're new, we don't do that here. But thank you. Lex says 20 and 9. Lex says hi and 20 and 10. Goody said, I just got here. I'm already so heated. OMFG. Don't be so heated. Take one of those chill pills, relax, and enjoy the stream. Remember what I try to tell everybody, Cootie? Only you can let somebody upset you. They can't upset you unless you let them. Yes, words hurt, but you let it affect you. Alex says 13, said hi. Little Force says, come on, y'all, I'll feed y'all all. Alex says, Cootie says, and I have slightly overdosed. Oh, that's not good. Little and 4, don't feel bad. I invite everybody every Sunday that ever shows up. Man, went all the way from 36 down to 5. Up, back up to 12. Alexis, you following all those numbers, you'd be like an auctioneer. Cootie said, what haters? Whatever you're upset about. Any haters for that matter. Why is it blurry to y'all? Is the screen blurry to words? Can y'all read the words up there? It's just a race. Hey, your office looks clean. I did clean up a little bit, but not a lot. Curly said a little. Cootie said yes, Pops. Curly said no. Jason said hot dogs or bratwurst. I like a bratwurst every once in a while, but I kind of like hot dogs. Let me see what Randy tell me to. Does he tell me to flip the screen around, then flip it back? See if that does it. That didn't fix it. What did he tell me to do? I'll have to ask him what he told me to do to straighten that out, get it clean. I mean, get it fixed up. Hello. That still didn't fix it. X-Tall said, I don't like that damn America. That's fine. That's a great thing about America. You got your freedom of choice. XXRA RY said, I'm upset. I just paid $40 for the Blacksmith Drill Press, worth over $1,000. What do you think? Well, I don't know why you'd be upset. If you just paid for over 40, it'd be worth it. Alexa says 11 and 12. Curly said, I probably just need time to buffer. It probably just, yeah, it might. Looks like it's trying to straighten out. Cootie said brats, Jason, but hot dogs are more normal if it's your poopy internet connection. It probably is. Alexa said no, 15, 13, 9. Curly said, yeah, it's the internet connection. During daytime, internet can be buggy. Curly said, it's getting better. Jane said, hey, Pops, and hey, Cootie. Hi, Cootie. Hello, Jane. Cootie said, I literally just washed my sheets, and if there is cat fur all over the MFR. Baron says hello from Ohio. Hello, Baron. Cootie said, Jane, where were you yesterday? Curly says, hi, Jane. Jane said, I dropped in last night at 8:30. Nobody was home. I just ended it, too. Little Four said, if I don't ask for your opinion, don't give me your judgment. Stay shy, Pops. You sexy beast. Okay, I won't give you my opinion. Cootie said we ended the stream early. I didn't get a chance to say it, but we did end the stream early because I was here by myself. The storm was coming in, and I needed to make a video, and I was scared I was going to lose power the way the storm was coming. So it was kind of slow, so I ended the stream so I could do the video and get everything set up before the storm. I figured we'd lose power, but we didn't, that I know of. Alexa says hi to 14.5. Mr. 90 said, hello, Stone Cody. I have gained weight because I have been eating too many snacks on my days off. Oh, it'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Alexis 14. Jane said, went out to eat with sister and met up with highly inbred people and was held hostage. Ozzy said 1 year later and Pops still hasn't fixed my flux combobulator. I thought you got it fixed. I give you directions on how to do it. James said, Pops, I get it. No worries. Hazel said, what good, Pops? Everything's good. Alexa 9, 14, no, and 10. Jane said, hi, Hazel. Alexa said, hi. Jane said, hi, Little and 4. Mr. 90 says, I am now eating apple pie and ice cream. I don't like apple pie, but I do like ice cream. Cootie said, highly inbred people. Lol, if that's the case, I'm highly inbred myself. The other word, Jane said, the other words, they were freaking drunk. Yes, Cootie is tonight too. Alex says, yes, and Daddy with the capital D says morning. No, you done fell asleep and woke up. It's not morning. But how you doing, buddy? Sure do miss you. Alex said, dog. Little Four said, I apologize, Pops. Nothing ugly towards you. I got a message from a follower. Oh, okay. Mr. 90 said, my sister-in-law is dirty women. She is uploading photos of her what's happy on holiday with little bikini on. Oh, I don't believe you. Send us a picture. Put it. I'm just playing. Jane said, hi, Mr. 90. I'll add some caramel on top. Yeah. Warren Bias, I just wanted to say that being a mechanic is hard work. Yes, it is. Alexis got puppy dogs. Jane says, hi, Justin. Alexa said 13, 16, 9, 17. Little and 4 says, hey, Jane. And Jane says, hi, Justin. Yeah, he's probably already gone. He probably dove in and took off. Mr. 90 said she is wearing red bikini. I'll watch it. Jane said, hi, Justin again. Curly says, hey, Jane. My friend said I'm not paying taxes anymore. I wish to God that they keep saying it's voluntary, and they're a damn lie. They keep taking it out of mine, and I don't want them to. Cootie said, Mr. 90, you're the weirdo for thinking into it. Would be a regular photo if you weren't a real weirdo. it's a sister-in-law, none of your business. Jay said, he's such a butthead. He never says hi. I'm going to say he probably didn't even hear me read his comment. He dives in and dives out pretty quick. Auto Passion says, hello, USA, hello. Alexa said, yes. Hornby said, the reason being a mechanic is hard is not like bricks. When you lose a bolt, there's no way of finding it. No, it's normally gone. That and a 10mm socket. Tug Mike says, hey, it's Mikey. I am back. Well, welcome back. Alexa said, yes. And car? James said, Hornby, you need a magnet to reach the parts you drop. Mr. Knight said, Cootie, this is not regular photo. Would you let people watch your husband in bikini? Little Force says, I haven't bought a swimsuit since 1999. I'll swimsuit in your cutoffs. There you go. Jane said, hey, Mickey, you so fine, you break my... Alexa said hi and yes. Looky there, Alexis is number one. Alexa said no. Cootie said, if my husband was in a bikini, I'd post it all over because that'd be funny AF. Curly said, the test has determined Jane hates me. Jane said, Lord, my goodness, I hope Cootie's boyfriend doesn't wear a bikini. Hornby said, Pops, what do you like about being a mechanic? I'm not a mechanic. I'm a parts changer. What I do is I only work on what I want to or what I have to. I don't do no mechanic. I'm not a mechanic. Alex says 1:27. Little Ford said, what is everybody's favorite fruit? I like all kinds of fruit, to be honest with you. Look at there. Cootie says, nope, I'm going to be number one. Can't have them win. That's right. Cootie donated $4.99, so her name and now go to number one. Alex says 19. Jay said, oh my God, hi Curly, I missed you, sorry. Curly says, haha, you're okay, Jay, just playing. Mr. Knight said, I also will eat the Pringle chips. You do know these crispy Stone Cold? Yes, I do. I don't know what he's barking at. Oh well. Yes, I do. I do like Pringles. Lex says 11, 19. It said hi. Us man is waving. Hello. Little Four said woohoo. Alexis. Curly says, what are the dogs barking at? I don't know. That's what intruder, that what I thought he was looking out the window. I thought that meant somebody's usually in the driveway, but I didn't see nobody. Jane said favorite fruit, kumquat. See, look at there. She thought I wouldn't be able to say it. It's a little orange, no bigger than a grape, and you pops the whole thing in your mouth. Citrus overload. I never had one. Mr. Knight said, I thought Pringle Crispy were only in England, Stone Goldie. We got Pringles here. What the hell are you barking at? Get on out of here! I don't know. Maybe just hear me reading. Lex says, 10 and 19. U.S. man said, beer and pancakes. Curly said, ghost. Did I miss ghost? I don't see it. Yeah, Curly. Now I know what you said. Sorry. Yeah, must be Bobby out there. Curly said, my boyfriend in a bikini would be the day he's straight as a pole. I couldn't imagine. Oh, MFG, my negative, a cut man. Curly said, dogs are barking at the ghosts. Yeah, I had a brain fart there for a minute. Jane said, "Oh, Pops, I got to get some to you." Hornby said, "I hope you get a fire engine for repair." We don't take public people's work here. We only work on our stuff other than tires and every once in a while exhaust. And we do sell wheels, but we don't do repair. Our insurance won't allow us to work on other people's vehicle. Lillian Ford said, "Scratches to Kane for keeping you safe, Pops." That's right. Alexa said, "Hi." Mr. Knight says, "I am heavily having sour cream onion flavoring." All right. Sour cream and onion. Broken Blister said, "Kicks are better than Pops." Might be. I don't eat the Pops. That's Randy's cereal. Alexa said 12. James said, "My co-worker's husband put on an American flag Speedo, then put a tool belt, work boots, and a can of beer in hand." Yes, sir. Mr. Nutty said, what Krispies have you ate today, Stone Cody?" I ate the last of my Fruit Loops this morning for breakfast. And, hell, that's all I've eaten today. I ain't eating nothing else. I drank lemonade and one water. Oh, no, wait a minute. I ate some Cheetos. Yep, that's what I ate, some Cheetos. Cootie said, "Jane, meow." Jane said, "Right, Cootie, mid-40s, adorable." Mr. Naughty said, "In England, we call them Crispies, but in America, y'all call them crispy chipsies." Chips, yep. Yeah, I ate some, I forgot about it, but I did eat some cheese curl, damn it, Cheetos, curly, something, anyway. But that's all I've eaten. I ain't eat no food, real, other than that bowl of cereal. I had the bag over there, but I'm not digging through the trash. We are showing 12 people in here, 20 thumbs up, and only 23 minutes into it. That's pretty good. Jane said, "I cooked a burger." That wouldn't be too bad. We got some in the freezer that we froze. I ought to thaw them out and cook some of them. Been a while. Little Four said, "I never need to see a fellow in a Speedo, ever." He had the tool belt on. I'm glad you said that, because I was going to wear mine for the 4th of July, but I better not. Mr. Nutty said, "I eat one chocolatey and one crispy every day, but I am still leanly because I run 5 kilometers 3 times a week." There you go. Hornby said, "I would be able to come on to your live tomorrow because I would be able to come on your live tomorrow because I will be with my sister. If I am to know she has cats and don't like loud noises." Yeah, come on. I'll clean the seat off for you. Maybe Randy will be able to hang around. You're welcome. Cootie says, "I was going to cook a burger or a hot dog, just was too lazy, and I don't know if you think a guy is hot enough. It works. I'd love to see my man in an American flag Speedo." Mr. Knight said, "Why does big strong bastard not come on live streaming anymore?" Well, yesterday he worked overtime and he was too tired to come here, and then just turned right around. The time he'd have got here, it would have been 6, and then he would have left, at 8 to go right back home because he had to get up and go to work this morning. And today he came here, but Madison's got to work tonight, and he's got the kids. So he went home. And matter of fact, she should be at work. I mean, I don't recall a message coming through that she left home, but she should be at work now. But Randy is trying to spend more time with his family and everything, and I do get it. There, look at there. Randy said my ears were burning, and she is at work, see? I don't recall my phone going off saying she left, but she was supposed to be there around 7. Mr. Knighty said, you tell Big Storm Bastard I have asked for him to come back on stream. Ryan said, hey, friends. Hello, Ryan. Cootie said, laugh my ass off. Hello, Chip. Jane says, hey, R3. Cootie says, hello, Ryan. Randy says, hello all, Mr. Knighty. I hope to be there tomorrow. Well, Hornby said you better because he's going to be coming in here tomorrow. If I read that right. Let's see. Little Ford said, Hammy Sammy is the go for an easy supper. Yeah, I do like to take ham and put cheese on it, mayonnaise, put bread on it, put butter, and then cook it, and I have a toasted ham and cheese. I do like that. Randy said, sounds good to me, boss man. See ya, Hornby. Hornby said, I have to go. I am going for a shower. See you tomorrow night. See ya, Hornby. Thank you for stopping in tonight. 13 and 23. Randy says, I cooked hot dogs, steak bites, rice, pork chops, and taters. You shit. You kicked all that tonight? You better bring some here tomorrow. And we cook tomorrow. If somebody might be coming, you need to cook. I was going to say, yeah, I'm shitting. Yeah, I thought. Boston Bill said, hi, Pops. Hello, Boston Bill. Randy says, I will cook. I will go to the store. Cootie says, I make my man and afterwards Sammy, where I put mayonnaise on both sides of the bread, toast them both, and load it up with some meat, lettuce, tomato, bacon, etc. almost every night if he requests. Alexa said hi. Boston Bill said hi, chat. Hope you all have a great weekend, and Pops, happy Father's Day. Thank you, Boston Bill. I do appreciate it. And one right back at you. Alexa says 13 and 15. Little Four says I like grilled peanut butter Sammy. I've never had that now. Huh. Randy says, hey, Bill. Alex says 23. Boston Bill says, hi, Randy. Cootie said, oh my God, Father's Day is coming up and I'm broke AF. Randy said, Cootie, let us know when that hitman comes in. Goku says, bro, nice body, looking like pure wrestler. Just mud wrestling. Randy said, Mr. Knight said, Stone Cody, you have Snapchatty. I will send you a photo of my apple pie and ice cream. I do have Snapchat. Boston Bill says, hi, love you guys. Cootie said, Chip, I certainly will, although I'm out of gumbo, so he might just kill me. Let's see, what am I doing here? Boop. Where's that? Boop. Let's see. Jane said, I took sourdough bread, put butter on it, grilled it, and put a burger on it. Yum. I never thought about that. Randy did some hamburger meat the other day and put it on some flatbread. That was good. Randy said, oh, better not. Cootie said, put a banana on that thing, Jane. Ryan said, why is the gumbo gone? Said, hey, R3. Ryan said, why is it always the gumbo? Randy said, hey, Floyd. Cootie said, no, wait, not the burger. Jane said, hey, Ryan. Cootie says, and Ryan, it's delicious. Ryan said, hey, Jane. Floyd said, hi, Jane. And Keith said, good Friday evening. Hello, Keith. Ryan said, I'm making chilled chili mac out of a can, chili, and Wendy's Baconator. Chili is delicious. Sounds good to me. What the hell? Cootie said, Wendy's chili is delicious. Little and Four said, looks like brown beans and ham with fried taters and onions with cornbread tomorrow. Cootie said, now we need Lotus and Maria. Man, I've welded on that damn bucket all day today, that skid steer bucket. Cootie said, I'm making chicken tenders tomorrow. It is bald. Is it bald head sweaty? Actually, it was dirty, and I'd rubbed this paper towel over it, and I could feel the grit that the fine hairs took off of the paper towel. Floyd said, what kind of welder do you like, Pops? I like Miller, and I like a MIG welder. We got a Lincoln MIG welder, a small one, a Miller MIG welder, a small one, and a, I call it a buzz box stick welder. I've been stick welding, but I want a big MIG welder. I'd like to have a Miller, a bigger MIG welder. I'd rather MIG weld than stick. I don't like stick welding. Well, there's the Lotus. Hello, hello, said Lotus. How you doing, Lotus? Who was it? Cootie, there you go. Lotus is in here. Lotus said, Pops is silent. Is it slow here today? Yeah, it's a little slow. Floyd said, yes, Miller is nice. I have a two Lincolns 140 with gas and 180 with a spool gun for aluminum and a Hobart stick 258. I forget what size ours are. I do want to get a aluminum welder with a spool gun, but I haven't done it yet. Like I said, I do want a bigger Miller though. Little Four said, what is your favorite holiday, Pops? I really don't have one. I look forward to the 4th of July. But day off of work's all I'm looking for. Cootie said, took a break on the canvas since I've been back at work, but I will get back to it tomorrow. I'll try to see if I can get those canvases shipped out around Thursday or Friday. And Lotus, where were you? That's fine, Cootie. I do appreciate it. I think Randy put your stuff in the mail, but I'm not 100% sure. It was right here with your name on it, so I hope he did. Lotus said, say his name and he appears over on Hughes Stream. Cootie said, said it like 3 times expecting you to appear because chat was lackluster yesterday. Baller says hi. Hello, Baller. Lotus says, oh, yesterday. Baller says, yo, white ass man, I will kiss your forehead. Well, let's leave that out. And let's leave the inappropriate stuff out too. But hey, welcome to the channel and thanks for the content, the comment. Follower says, yo, fam, your head shiny though, for real, yeah, I like to keep it a little shiny. About time for another razor though. Abraham, is that right? Greetings from Turkey. Hello from Turkey. Well, welcome. Thank you. 10 people in here, 25 thumbs up. Oh, hit that likey thingy for me, please. Lotus said, I don't know. I don't think it is as bright as normal. I can look at the screen today. Floyd said, yes, welder has some details on multiple process, MIG, TIG, stick, and plasma. Cootie said, going to be alone tomorrow, man. Man is going to a car show, so I'll be all alone and bored AF for a few hours. Dr. Kirschis, is that right? Hi, from Russia. Are you from South? I am in USA, North Carolina. Lotus said, go to the car show. I don't think she likes crowds. Her anxiety gets up. I believe that's what she said. Leo said, what is the 3 worst jobs in your opinion? Mine is lawyer, therapist, and paid prostitution. Lawyer, politics, therapist is pretty bad. See, Dr. Kirschen, I know I'm saying it wrong, but USA, yes. I thought you were from South. Cootie says, I would, Lotus, if I didn't have an emphasis fear of the drivers here. I would love to support my man in every way. It's not the crowds, it's just drama from a very bad car accident. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said something about that. My bad. I'm sorry. Leo said therapists just like to point their fingers at someone else. Yep, that's the reason I don't believe in going to see one. I don't need to go need to go see nobody tell me I'm wrong. I can figure that shit out myself. Lotus said, Cootie, you just gotta keep going. Keep on going. Daniel said, hello, chat. Happy Friday. Hello, Daniel. I hope all is doing well today. We're showing 10 people in here, 26 thumbs up. See, y'all talked about Alexis. Doesn't let me down. Not even telling me my numbers. She gonna quit coming in here? Y'all keep calling her a bot. Get some of my ICGW. Lotus said she is a bot. She is not a bot. Don't leave my Alexis alone. Leo said plus therapist is a hypothetical state. I know I said it wrong. That lasts 1 hour after your session, so you can get addicted to the feeling and keep coming back. If it worked, it would work, and you wouldn't need it no more. That's right. Lotus said the snack table is looking sad. It is. I've got to clean it up, get everything out of it, but it sure is. I've not been back to the store. Well, I go and I just get ice cream. I haven't been to get snacks. Cody said I would, but the drivers here, the meet is in Massachusetts, and they are called mass holes for a reason. And yes, Lotus Pops got mad at me earlier for saying that, LMAO. What did I get mad at you about? Oh, Bob, I didn't get mad at you. Drivers here are stupid. Hell, it ain't just theirs everywhere. Leo said the snack plate was looking better than my snack drawer. I ain't got mad at you, Cootie. I just said she's not a bot. Yeah, I said now, Cootie. Now, Cootie. Cootie said, I love my ass off, I'm dying. Lotus said she got bot energy. Just Amber says, hey everyone, hello Amber. Lordy, I'm getting all stowed up sitting here in this chair. Lotus says, hello. 10 people in here, 27 thumbs up. Cool's Wizard said, hello, bro. How are the vibes in North Carolina this fine evening? The vibes are awesome. I'm hoping it is there for you. I'm doing great. Hope you are. Amber said, hey, Lotus, and hey, Cootie. Cootie said, I knocked over my tequila. Been playing Skyrim, and it's not easy when you're intoxicated. Laughed my ass off, and playing with expert survivors. Shit is hard. AFOMG. I can't even walk a straight line, and you want me to play a game. I just don't think I can do it. Ah! Jimmy said my wife gave me herpes. She said she got it from you. Let me tell you something else about your wife, Jimmy. She's a damn liar. Cootie said I really can't walk a straight line. Oops. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, there it is. Alex says 9 and 27. Jimmy said it couldn't have been the hookers. I wore a rubber. Well, I mean, hey. I don't care what it is or how you got them or how she got them, but ain't for me. Lotus said, sing for us. I can't sing. Ryan said, the dab I just ripped was delicious to everyone in the chat. Jimmy said, it's definitely from you. Nope. Alex says 10 to 27. Cootie said, my boss that says that the plumbing department has never looked more put together since I've been there. I may not do the heavy lifting, but I do organize the zone and zone the freak out of the place. Awesome. That's cool. Alex says 11 and 28. Ryan says, what's up? That's Ryan Bohem. Jimmy says that his wife is spreading herpes all over town. Tell your wife to keep her legs closed, man. Maybe if you wouldn't have got it from your brother, you wouldn't have given it to your wife. Ryan said, keep it up, Goody. Tradesmen appreciate being able to find what they need. Alexa said, no. Goody said, Jimmy, I'm sorry, that's my fault. You wonder why they call me the Cootie Queen? Lotus says, Cootie, can you tell me where they kept the straight lumber at? Jimmy said he is such a dumb redneck. He should learn his lesson, but hey, Jimmy, it is what it is. Dumbass. Alex said 14 and 28. Cootie said it's all the way over at the left end of the store. Brr. Ryan said Jimmy's mom is giving it out behind the bowling alley for smokes. Tell your mom to clean herself up. Listen, nah, it's all rap stuff. I just want straight 2x4s. Alexa said 10. $28. Lordy have mercy. Cootie said, well, sir, this is the plumbing department. Points at my name badge and says plumbing department. I'll deal with plumbing, but if you'd like, I can get you a meal work associate. There you go. Lex says 12 and 28. Jane says, I'm back. Welcome back, Jane. Be careful, Jane. Cootie. Jimmy's in here and his mom's giving out herpes. Behind the bowling alley. She'll trade them out for smokes. Jane says, Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy. See, Cootie said, it's from me, Jane. I have all the STDs. Must have hit a nerve because he left. He said, y'all shouldn't pick on my mama like that. She couldn't help it. She was out of smokes. Wasn't none in the trailer. Jane said, Cootie, you aren't Jimmy's mom, are you? Lotus said, can you get 3/4 PVC 45 coupler? She said, I might not be able to get it, but I got it organized. Eight people in there, 28 thumbs up. Cootie said, I can show you the 3/4 PVC and the couplings, but what the freak is a 45 coupler? 45 degrees. It's not a 90. It's 45. Whoop, whoop. Cootie said, oh, Ron said, Jimmy's mom hit me up a month ago trying to get me to come look at her brakes, but when I got there, it was her shoes and a fishy smell coming from the bathroom, no car, so I just left confused. Cootie said, then yes. Jimmy mama don't even have no car. She got a bad odor though. Jane said, now that's, how's that song go? Stacy's mom has got it going on. Jimmy's mom. Cutie said, come with me to aisle 35. DDP40 said, you look exactly like Whoopi Goldberg. Damn, you're blind. Whoopi wish she looked this good. Ryan said, if Stacy's mom's got it going on, Jimmy's mom is probably on the run. BB said, who said that? Cootie said, damn, you're blind, LMAO. Gosh, I'm freaking dying. 11 people in there, 28 thumbs up. Let's see, Jane said, you better watch yourself, Cootie. You want me to go where with you? Do what? DPBP40 said thumbs up for this gentleman. That's right. Hit the thumbs up for me. Touch my likey thingy, please. And if you don't mind, like, subscribe. Hell, become a member. I'll put your name on the wall. It's only $4.99 a month. Cootie said, look at PVC couplings, 3/4 and 45 degrees once. Jane said, stay and talk. Yeah. Come on in here. Let's talk about things a little bit. Jane said, Lord, whew, I wonder what was aisle 35. We got the piping over there, the PCB. Let's see, Jane said, in aisle, sorry. I know, boy, you had me reading that thing. I about had me mixed up there. You muckle with me, Jane. 10 at 28. Lotus says, well, they weren't in aisle 35 last week because you guys don't carry them. How dumb is that? She says, I organized them. They there. They right where I said they were. She said, if you didn't believe her, come there tomorrow when she's working. She'll show you where it's at. Ryan said, I'm no plumber, but I lay pipe. At a 45-degree angle. Cody said, well, it's a Schedule 40 PVC, and it's pretty dang durable PVC using the multiple plumbing situations. I mean, if you want pipes, I can show you to aisle 34. And if you don't like that, I can show you out the door. Jane said, nope, not even when I said imbricated. E-N-E-B-R-E-A-T-D. Ryan said, I'm so sorry, I couldn't resist. Cutie said, good one, Ryan. James said, my pockets aren't deep enough for pecs. Runs the last time I was pegs, 3 birds died. James said, oh, Pop shown him, yeah. Cootie says, still waiting on big boys to donate that burned. But Jane, I can show you PEX pipe that are about less than $15 for 10 feet. Jane said, lol. Lotus said, PEX isn't as bad as it used to be. It's a lot cheaper nowadays. Cootie said 100. I figured that's what you said. I just didn't know if you meant it burned you. He said it. He ain't going to donate it. He may donate, $20, $25 or something like that. But $100 is a lot of money to be donating. Cootie said, Honor Craig, it's okay. He donated spiritually. That's right. They say it's the thought that counted. Jane said, why was he going to donate 100? He was just going to knock Cootie down, and he said he was going to donate $100. Fifth River Rat said, Bill Gates has purchased over 100,000 acres of farmland and has all the water rights to all that land. Well, congratulations, Bill Gates. Cootie said for AI River Rat. He said, I didn't check that. I just want to tell y'all he bought some land and got water rights for it. It's not right for somebody to buy land. How dare him? Man can do what he wants to do, I reckon. Yep. For the AI, keep the AI cool. I thought you couldn't own, well, I guess you can if it's, oh well. I guess if you got enough money, you can own the race. I have no idea. I don't keep up with them. I don't think I ever got to worry about meeting the man. I don't know if it's true. I heard that what's the guy's name? Elon Musk. I heard he was the first trillionaire. I think that's what he said. I don't know if it's true or not. You know, you can't never believe what you hear come across your phone. $11 people in there, 28 thumbs up, and everybody's fell asleep. I yawned and got everybody sleepy. Cootie said, so how was your day, Pops? It was good. Like I said, I worked on that bucket for the skid steer all day, and right there at the end when I just about got done, it was tripping a breaker, so we got a bigger breaker. Now it's blowing fuses, so I had to stop because I only got one fuse left, and I wanted to make sure the live still worked. So I'm gonna have to go tomorrow and buy some more fuses so I can finish up the welding. But I got it where I can use it. I'll reinforce it a little bit. Should be good. Ryan said, yep, it's official. Elon is the richest guy ever. Fifth River Rat says, emerging domain is coming for a lot of landowners, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Alexa says hi, 10 and 28. Well, I mean, you might be right. I mean, there's still a lot of undeveloped land. I ain't never figured out why they don't use a lot of that. Maybe it's too far away. I don't know. I guess in order to do AI, I guess you need to be closer to everybody. I don't know. Goody says, I want to get a Volkswagen buggy and have it as a project my boyfriend and I can work on together. I think it'd be a great bonding experience. Yeah, that'd be cool. Alexa said 11 and 28. Yeah, them thumbs ups are going way down. We died right off. At 24 minutes, we had 20. Lex said no. How about a cat or a dog? Maybe yes. Or a picture of a heart. Give me something to work with, Alexis. Everybody thinks you're a bot. Help me out. Big says, hey, hello, Big. How you doing? No, he says, oi, oi. I'm sorry, it translated it. Hello, Big. Alex said, dog. Cootie said, or confirming to say, I'm not a bot. That would be nice. I mean, that's a lot of words there for you, and I do understand, but that would be cool. Ryan said, Cootie, old bug or newer beetle? Alexa said, yes. Yes, you are a bot, or no, you're not a bot. Cootie said, never. I can't do stick shift. Sure, not never. Alexa said, no. Ryan said, Bliss, you better learn. Jane said, Lowell, they have older cars with automatic. Did they ever make a old bug Volkswagen, the old Beetles in automatic? I don't think I've ever seen an automatic one. Cooter said it would score me cool points. Yep. Alexis said, Car, you know you're really making it hard on me. Ryan said, I do believe there were a handful, but very, very rare. Even the buses and others were all mostly manuals. I thought so, but I don't recall ever seeing seeing one automatic. Alexis got balloons. Jane said, Cootie, you'd get major points for driving a stick shift. Cootie said, did I ever tell you guys when I was living with my roommate, I gave her money to be able to get her a 1990 Miata, made her butt go to Texas to get it, and she had to learn how to do stick shift in a few hours? Oh, Lord. Well, once you get it to going, it's all good. It'll hop, skip around, but you give her gas, she'll go. Give her gas and drop the clutch. Ryan said, it's really easy to drive manual vehicles, Cootie. It really is. Cootie says, and then she wrecked it on my birthday. Oh, Lord. It's a hell of a birthday present. James, and I'm going to sign off. Everyone take care. See you, Jane. Thanks for coming in. Maria said, hello, Stone Coldie. Well, hello, Maria. I thought you done slept through. Alex says 10 and said hi. Cootie said, good night, Jane, and hello, Maria. Alexa said 29. Ryan said, don't get me wrong. My minivan and pickup were both autos, but everything else is manual. I love manuals. I really wished about everything I had was manual. Ryan said, bye, Jane. Have a good evening. And Maria said, what? I said, I thought you slept through the live. Ryan said, hey, Maria. Alex says 11 and 29. Maria said, yes, I was. Cootie said, I would love to learn manual. I think my boyfriend would be a great teacher, but I'm just so nervous with damaging cars in general. If I were to get my buggy, I would be disaster. Adam said, what's up, Pops? Hello, Adam. How you doing? Security said, devastated. There we go. Yeah, I knew the word. I just couldn't get it through out my mouth. Ryan said, nah. Just don't let the clutch pedal push your foot up. Steady, smooth release. Maria said, but I'm kind of busy these days with my family and friends. I'm working on stuff. That's fine, Maria. We understand. We know you'll come in when you can. Ryan said, hey, Adam. Adam said, thanks for popping in earlier. Oh, yeah, I seen it. I was letting it play for a little while, but I had to go check out something else. I seen it was live. I don't mind trying to help out. Maria said, how's R3? He had to go home and take care of the kids, but he's doing good. He's got the kids tonight. Ryan, damn. Adam said, Maria, I'm Bishop. Alexis said, hi. Well, I'm having brain farts for my fish moon coming back. Ryan said, Cootie, I taught my wife and a ranger when we first got together. Maria said, hi, Daryl. Hi, Cootie. And hi, Ryan. Maria said, Ryan, how's your cat? Did you catch that white one, Maria? Maria said, Ryan, you can't believe what kind of cat I found today, so I guess you caught it. No, I didn't. No. That's not good. Adam said they should be finishing up the construction part of the new shop tomorrow. Cool. Gonna look nice. Ryan said he is as needy as he can be. Hello, he's waiting for me to finish dinner to give him attention. Ryan said, but I'm going to go back and catch it. All right. Ryan said, what kind? Cootie said, I've owned a Saturn LS1, a Mitsubishi Mirage, my favorite, and a Toyota Highlander. I gave it to my mom before I left to Rhode Island. Cootie said SL1. All right. Alex said 6, high, and 29. Ryan said, get another Mirage. Maria said, it's like the most beautiful cat I've ever seen after my black cat who got green eyes. Wasn't the eyes two different colors? Ryan said, they're still around. Adam said, BRB. All right, Adam. Be real safe. Ryan said, green eyes is freaky sweet. Try to get a picture tomorrow. Maria said, well, at least the office looks cleaner. I did pick up a little bit. I got all my stuff together that was on the couch that was for the boat. That's what was mainly on the couch. And I got all this boat stuff together. But thank you. I still got a little bit more cleaning to do, but I did pick up a little bit. Maria said, yep, the white cat has different eyes. One is blue and the other is green. I thought it had two different colors. Cootie said, I love it so much and nice and compact, and I was so familiar with it, but my dream car will always be a punch buggy. Maria said, teach Kane how to clean instead of peeing everywhere. Yeah. Well, him peeing is our fault, because if we let him out, he don't pee in the building. But when we don't let him out like we're supposed to, I can't get mad at him. Now, I get mad if I take him outside and then he comes back in and uses the bathroom, then that's when I get mad at him. Ryan said, none of my cats have mismatched eyes. Cootie said, slackers. Yeah, we busy. I tell y'all what, we are busy. I would tell you if I didn't have that job, I'd be a lot better off, but I promise you I'd be just as busy if I didn't have it. Brenda said, busy? Yeah, I'm busy. Cootie said, none of my cats have mismatched eyes either, but they all have disabilities and are saved cats. Ron said, my wife and I have kind of slow been restoring a new Beetle for her. Cool. I do miss our little Beetle. It was fun to drive. I want to take one and make it a pickup truck. Same way about the XB. I really wish Randy's XB was mine, and I'd like to make it into a pickup truck and fix the transmission. Ryan said, I have one diabetic cat, one fat cat, one retarded cat. Let's see, Maria said that he has all kinds of cats. Maria said, all we need is more gay cats without socks. Ryan said, I support XB pickups. I want to do one so bad. Cootie said, Pops, that sounds so gross. LMAO, and my cats are all disabled and in a sense have of having balancing issues. Two of them mangled tails, and the other one is missing her whole lower left leg. Oh, Marissa, do you really still wearing socks in summer? I don't believe that. Show us your leg. Ryan says, find a way to put the bigger 2.2 from the Camry in it for more power. I'd like to do that. Find the 2.2 and the straight gear transmission and put them both in there, since Randy's the straight gear. Cootie said, with the Ragged Patch gang of kitties, I mean zero respect when I say that. Ah, yes, I do. See my American flag? Look at there. My American flag. See? I wear socks. I ain't gay. I keep my socks on. Cootie said, it's okay, Ryan. They'll all give you cuddles. Well, except Sam, the cat in my profile picture. It's a mama's boy. Marissa said, oh, shit. Cootie said, legs warmer than the paler than the Arctica. That's right. Ryan said, I would let them good kitties always get the scratches. Brent said, nobody wears socks in summer. Take them off. You're going to sweat. That's fine. It's natural. I guess I'm a nobody. 9 people in here. 30 thumbs up. Maria said, but you like summer. What the hell does that got to do with me sweating? Cootie said, only the piglies sweat, Maria. For some reason, Maria thinks that because I like summer, I shouldn't sweat. I told her that's human. That's the body doing what it's supposed to do. I think she means the toes, Maria. What does piglies mean? I think she means the little toes. Maria said, yep, of course you shouldn't. What? You are just about a doctor. You should know the human body sweats when it gets hot. You got to go steady, girl. You got to go steady. Ryan said, I have a whole drawer full of 4 dozen pairs of socks. I can sweat in them. I got more. Cootie and Maria, many Americans wear socks in the summer, regardless of the weather, and piglies or toes. Rich said, when I wear socks outside in summer, my whole leg sweats. Don't put them on your whole leg. See, when I wear shorts, I pull mine up and roll them back down and flip them back over so the American flag shows. But when I wear long pants, I just pull them up because, I got to wear my boots. Ryan said, Piggly Wigglies. Brenda said, we can't do this in Iraq. We're probably going to die. You ought to be used to it by now. Good law. Cootie said, you must got some sticky toes, Maria. Stinky. Maria said, like some people, they might die if they live here from the weather. You've got a lot to learn. A lot to learn. You better go study. Carlo said, what's up, Pops? Hello, Carlo, and hello, Papa Renzo. Maria says, you think you're smarter? I don't think I'm smarter, but I'm smart enough to know the human body does what it's supposed to do. Cootie said, come to America, Maria. We are all beckoning for you at this point. Ryan said, Maria, Americans have sandals, but not really. Lord of the Road says, your dead friend might be in hell. He might be. He should have changed his ways. Maria said, you're not smarter than something like a doctor. I never said I was smarter, but I'm smart enough to know what the human body does. Maria said, Cootie, if I can, I'll. Ryan said, that definitely are, Mr. Rowe. Maria said, who doesn't want to live in America? Only jerks. Okay. Carlos said, it's Sopha's 25th birthday today. Unfortunately, she's not visiting today as her cause plans breakfast for her, so she couldn't visit me. Well, it's her birthday, so it's all good. Ryan said, I want to live in Germany, get some BW straight from the source. Cootie said, you'll love it, as I've said before. Honestly, it would be a bit of a culture shock for you, but it's worth it. Yeah, it would. It would definitely be a culture shock, but I think she'll be okay. Carlos said, what's up, Ryan? Maria said, Germany is beautiful. Unfortunately, many immigrants go there and ruin some stuff. Oh, they try to ruin it here too? Maria said, culture shock indeed if they're wearing socks. Yeah, you got a lot to learn. Not everything is in books. There's some common sense stuff, and we just, like you said, we just live in different cultures, I guess. Maria said, well, at least I'm open to the Western world more than others. I don't understand what you mean by that. I'm not complaining about how everybody does. I don't care if nobody wears socks or not. Cootie said, Maria, then go to California, so not so many socks because so hot, or Florida. Yeah, I doubt there's many people in California that wear socks, and there's a reason for it. We over here in the South wear our socks because we know it's not gay. Maria said, no thanks. Maria says, I don't like hot weather. Cootie says, I do care about socks because stinky feet and stinky shoes. Exactly. Ryan said, yeah, that's a shame, Maria. So, Sarah, you decided to come in here again tonight and say some stupid shit. What is it about you coming in here saying stupid shit? Do you get your rocks on for coming in here and saying something stupid? Hugh said hello, Randy, and hello, Ryan. Cootie said hello, Hugh. Cootie said, well, if you'd come to the East Coast or near Canada or hell, even Alaska, but that might be sock overlord. Hugh said, hello, Cootie. Carlo said, the pedo is back. Hugh said, hello, Maria. Maria said, but yeah, of course, I'm going to get the culture shock in the first few weeks outside the country. You said, yup. Cootie said, Sarah, the pedo, and hello, pedo. Ryan said, oh, the pedo cradle robber is back. Hey, Sarah, how's this sag treating you today? Carlo said, what's up, Hugh? Maria says, hi, Hugh. Hugh says, hello, Carlo. Ryan says, hi, hey, Hugh, and hey, Carlo. Sarah says, you're not going to call me stupid again. Why? You're stupid. Looks like I did. Maria said, how is Arizona? I think that's very hot too. Hugh said, hit the like button while you rest, please. Carlos said, what's up, Ryan? Ryan said, I didn't call you stupid yesterday. Cootie said, Sarah, I certainly will call you stupid. Maria said, what did Sarah do? She comes into the live here and says stupid shit. And she don't want nobody to say how stupid she is. Stupid is and stupid does. Dumbass. Ryan said, wow, attention seeker, huh? Yep, that's all it is. Act like an idiot. Yep. I call it like I see it. Dumbass. Ryan said, I called you a leather bag, Sarah. Please try to remember correctly. Hell, I'm fine with it. I call her stupid. She wants to come in there and say stupid shit. I'll say stupid shit back to her. But remember, don't get upset. Only you can let them offend you. Cootie said, Sarah. Ryan said, Sarah came in yesterday, Maria, talking about how she's 32 and her boyfriend is 20 and they've been together for 5 years. She's robbing the cradle. Maria said, that what most Sarah's look like? And Maria says, damn. Ryan said, so she's a pedo? You said she keeps saying she won't date a white man? She's a dumbass. A dumbass. A dumbass. Maria said, what the fuck? Sarah said, yeah, run that fucking mouth to me again. You're a dumbass. Ryan said she probably couldn't get a white man to take her. You? Hell no. There ain't nobody gonna damn take a dumbass like that. Maria said, so what you gonna do for her? I ain't gonna do shit for her. You said, only backed by black men, so we know it's stretched badly. That baby will walk out. Yo, mama, what up? What up, mama? Maria said, just block her. I don't want to block her. I mean, every comment she says just helps the algorithm. If she says anything anybody don't like, don't read her comment. Always Done Project says, hero? Cootie said, Sarah, we are all running our mouths. Ha ha. Maria said, yo, mama, what up? Hey, bitch. Cootie said, gonna get your little child man to come get us. She ain't gonna get her man to do it because he gonna get milk. He ain't coming back. Maria said, oh my God, stop. Lou Perkins said, great entertainment. Awesome. Well, hit that like button. I gotta go get milk. I ain't coming back. Always sent star for 2 jewels. Thank you. Maria said, don't make that voice while reading my comment. Ron said, oh, Sarah sound about as tough as a person who's missed the pool after jumping out of the fourth floor balcony. Cootie said, damn, Ryan. Flesh said, yo, hello, Flesh Gordon. You said, that dude tired these sleeve out and rolled up. She's the stealing out of the window, hoping he comes back. Yep, staring there like a dog. How much is that dog in the window? Always Done sent star for 2 jewels. Thank you very much. Hugh's laughing his ass off. I can see her sitting in the bay window now. Is my man coming back? Sarah said, my boyfriend's taller than your mama for checkers. Your boyfriend's taller than my mama. My mama wasn't before 7, dumbass. Maria said, Randy, sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. I ain't singing the whole thing. Ron says, Sarah is just feeling empty. All that whoring wallers it out real wide, like she's going to come up here and fill the void. Cootie said, great content. Maria said, Cootie's dancing. Maria said, 4'7". Yeah, my mom was short. Sarah said, Mother Bunny, my boyfriend's taller than you. Your boyfriend's taller than me? Oh my God. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. Maria said, then from where you take your height length? Probably my daddy. Hugh said, twinkle, twinkle, little star, or that cooter is all tore up worse than your car. Ryan said, you dork, learn how to spell. Maria said, my mom is shorter than me. Hey, Sarah, it's your lie. You tell it however you want. You know there ain't nobody gonna want you, so you can say your boyfriend's as tall as you want it to be. We don't know. It's your lie. You tell it. Flesh says, have you been fishing? I have not. Ryan said, does your boyfriend play basketball, Sarah? Maria said, your mama was messing with tall guys. I like that. Cootie said, last mile, so I got to keep my mouth shut. Ha ha. Oh, hell, we ain't got 25 minutes. Let it eat. Hey, if she wants to live the dream. Maria said, do you have a picture of your mom? I don't think so. Flesh says, what about fishing or sticky gash? No. Stinky gosh, no. I went catfishing the other night, but I'm going to do a little bass fishing next time I go out while everybody else catfish. I need to get on my boat. I started working on some of it this afternoon right before the live. I got to get all my parts on it. That's why I cleaned up a little bit to get all my parts together. See, Hugh said, Sarah, if you want to be a racist fuck, it's fine. We like have fun and be polite. If you can't take your ass on, we had fun before you, and we will have fun after you. You need attention that bad? Flesh is laughing. Maria said, what does catfishing mean? Why you fishing cat? Catfish is a type of fish that lives on the bottom and cleans up bottom of the lake and stuff. Hugh says, change your life. It's can be easier. Flesh said, hi, hello. Cootie said, laugh my eyes off, Maria. You're so cute. Well, what catfishing is, you get a bigger hook and you hook the cat in it and you throw it out and got a weight on it that takes it down, and then bigger fish eat the cat. I'm joking. Maria says, why you call it catfishing then? That's the name of the cat. I mean the fish. The fish is a catfish. Get that phone, look up catfish. You'll see what I'm talking about. Ryan said, I bet Sarah looks like a Big Deb with Monbrel. Yeah. I thought it was a... Cootie said, or you can use your fist, Maria. Yeah, a lot of people do that. I'm not. You said catfish is a bottom feeder, but good eating if you like fish, bread and deep fried. Maria said, wow, such a creative name. You said it has whiskers like a cat. Gordon said, hey, dude, what the fuck's happening, man? Oh, man, how you doing, Gordon? It's been a long time, buddy. Welcome back. How about hitting that like button for me? That thing's been lonely since you've been gone. Maria said, I thought it was half a cat, half fish. Nope, just the whiskers. Cootie said, anybody do catfish better than the South? For real? Maria said, like a fish mermaid. Gordon said, peace and love, bro. Cheerio, like. All right. Appreciate it. Flesh said, yeah, man. Hugh said, Gordon, how are you doing? Flesh said, tight lines. Yeah, we took it out and put them on noodles and laid them out there. And that way when the fish got on it, it stood it up. That's what we were doing. Hugh said, hello, Flesh. And Ryan said, the fish was the fish has whiskers, Maria. Flesh said, hi. 14 and 36. Thank y'all very much. We got about 22 more minutes. Sarah put a little entertainment in tonight, if you ask me. Leo says you're doing a good job with everything you do, Dad and Grandpa. Just thought I'd tell you that. Well, thank you, Leo. Cootie said, but they can be freaking massive, Maria, but they taste so good. Maria said, Sarah, say something stupid so we can talk about it. Maria said, if you don't, I will. Cootie said, laugh my ass off, Maria. She had to go back to the bay window to look to see if her man's coming back from the store. Flesh says, have you ever opened her up like a Big Mac? Maria said, something stupid. She said something stupid. You're so crazy. Maria said her man coming back from jail probably. Shit, her man gonna get some milk. He ain't coming back. Cootie said, I'll share a funny story. All right. See if I can read it right. Matthew Stump said, Matthew, hell yeah, and says hi. Maria says, I'm crazy. You so crazy, girl. Flesh is laughing. You so crazy. You cray-cray. Brenda said about funny stories. Let me tell you one. All right. Keep the words in small words so I don't have a problem reading it. 9 people in here, 36 thumbs up with 20 minutes. I'm waiting on the funny stories. Now, brown cow. I thought Cootie was sharing the funny stories. Somebody, or they might both be typing. We may have some funny stories coming in, everybody. Y'all hang around. John Glad said, want to see something really scary? Sure. 828 says, I can scan. Maria said, when I was a little, I was wearing Snow White dress, and I was so happy with it until Dad came in and said, Snow Black. Flash says, how many miles does that sofa on it behind you? You know, we're not the kind of people to kiss and tell, so we're not tell about that. No. Cootie said, LMAO, I might be too explicit. Yep, that word. Oh no, Sarah's back. My boyfriend is home for the holidays. Her boyfriend's home for the holidays. Woohoo! It's Juneteenth is my holiday. I should have known that. I should have known that's what holiday you had. Maria said, oh no. Flesh said, bareback riders. 828 said, Sarah, get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, woman. That's right. You tell her I'm so mad I can't. Maria said, go make him an apple pie. Ronald said, how many years did it take you to learn to read a sentence? I don't know. I'm still working on it. I'm still counting. Flesh says, ha ha ha. I think that's what you said. Yep. Cootie said, gosh, I have to be quiet. Flesh said, brilliant this. Brenda said, he's still working until he dies. That's right. Let me see right here. Ronald right here. Let's see. What we got going on over here on Ronald's? Whoa, man. Ronald got him a hell of a channel going on. He started his on October the 3rd, 2017. He does not look like he has any subscribers. So, yeah. How many years did it take you to build your channel up to nothing? I think, Ronald, I think Sarah's looking for you. She said her boyfriend coming home for the holidays. Cootie said, get him, Pumps. Maria said, I remember that clip of a girl saying, I don't like white guys, I like black guys. And a black guy responded to her and said, as someone from the black community, we don't want you. Maria said, that was personal. Well, it had to be done. Carlos said, Papa, he's struggling a bit this morning. He said the USA is a powerful nation in soccer. Well, you tell Papa Renzo to hang in there. We're praying for him. Maria said, Sarah needs something like that. Sarah needs to get out of dreamland. Ain't nobody want her either. Maria said the internet is awful. Well, normally this channel is pretty nice and everything, but people come in and say stupid shit. We just go right back at it sometimes. Brenda said, can you act British? Not at all, mate. Nope, that ain't even, nope, I don't know what British acts like. Cootie said the internet is cutting out. Oh, is it? 828 says Sarah needs to marry a good, honest railroad man, get that railroad money. There ain't no damn railroad man want her. She don't deserve no railroad money. Maria said, I ate burger on dinner. All right. Security said, flirt with her pops? No, we ain't flirting. Maria said, what is the last movie you saw? Shit, I don't know. John Glad said, stupid shit. Cootie said, just kidding. Cootie said, John Glad, no, you. 10 people, 37 thumbs up. Maria said, I saw a movie called Rental Family. It talks about an American man worked in Japan as an actor, and he started working in a job where he had to act like someone's father. Cool. Cootie said, has been an interesting stream for real. Yes, it has. Maria said, in Japan, it's common to hire someone to act like your dad or your mom, or maybe your entire family for a day. That'd be weird, but okay. Will you be my mom and daddy for today? I'll pay you money. Cootie said Japan is weird. Yep. Maria said, would you do it? Nah, nope. I'm not going to pay anybody to be my friend or be my parent or brother, sister, or friend, or nothing like that. If y'all can't like me for who I am, then just absolutely the hell with you. I'm sorry. Maria said, please be my mama and cook dinner for me. I cook dinner, but I'm not going to be your mama. Maria said, okay, don't worry, I'll be your grandma. You just act like one of my kids. Damn, youngins. Maria said, by the way, at what age you lose your grandparents? Let's see. My grandmother, my last grandmother died the day my youngest boy was born. The day my youngest boy was born, my grandmother passed away. And that was, he's 19. So that was 19 years ago. Cootie said in Japan, relationships are so different than U.S. Monetary relationships are very common there and is socially accepted. Maria's laughing. Maria said, I act like someone at Justin's age because I am. A lot of stuff you do and say, you remind me of the daughter I never had because you act like my kids. But Daddy, I know everything. I know everything, and you're stupid, Daddy. You are stupid. My kid, well, Randy's probably called me stupid, always monkeying around, but my kids never called me stupid. That, not to my face. I will tell you a story right quick. Yeah. Speaking of that, Maria said, of course I know everything. Stephen is pretty shy and everything. Y'all have to know Stephen, really get to know him. And Stephen was mad at me about something, and the way the house was set up, the living room was here in the kitchen, and I walked by, and I had to cut a wall out so you could see into the living room. And I had it not on purpose, but I used it to my advantage. I had a big mirror, and I could be in the hall and see in the mirror and back into the living room so I could see what was going on. Well, I knew he was mad at me, and I said something to him, and when I walked by, he thought I was gone, and he shot me the rod. And when he did, I could see him in the mirror, and I stepped back in there. He got caught shooting me the rod, boy. I still to the day will say something to him about it. That got away with him. Maria's got, I guess that's part of, no, painting her toenails or something. Cootie said, Maria is Pop's daughter. Come on. It's Laura. Story time, said Cootie. Maria said, where's Lotus? Oh my God, poor kid. That was so funny because you have to know Stephen. Stephen's very quiet and humble. And that got away with him because I caught him. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I mean, it was so funny to look when I stepped back into the room. That was so funny. John said, for every bit of info I push into my brain, 20 things fall out. Yep. I always control alt delete shit. If I don't think about it, I get rid of it. I don't want to overload the computer. Let's see. Maria says, ask him to come on here for once. Maria, he moved. He lives 20 hours away from me now. Cootie says, sounds like a skill issue, John. Maria said, when he not busy. Always off topic, says task Lawrence. I don't know what that means. Yeah, he moved, Maria. He lives 20 hours away. So if anything happens, I don't even know. They said I don't even have the real ID now, so I don't even know if I could fly. Uh-oh, internet's messing up. Oh no, there's Dumbass again. Hello, Dumbass Sarah. Hello, Dumbass. Did your boyfriend come back from getting milk? Nope. I always said who lives 20 hours away? My middle son. He moved 20 hours away from us. Cootie said, it's been messing up. Sorry. Maria said, oh my God, that's Sarah's husband. Oh, Sarah. Is it dumbass? Is it dumbass? Maria said, I'll be awesome if all of your kids were here at once. Yeah, it would. I'd like to. It's been a while since I've seen them all three at one time. Always says, was the one that said pepper spray. Cootie said, dance, dance, dance. I think I'm going to nickname Sarah Dumbass. Every time they come in here, that's what I'm going to call them. I think that's cool. Everybody else in here, when Sarah comes in and says stupid shit, everybody say, hey, dumbass. Maria said you should make a family meeting at least once or twice a year. Always done. Said, what's going on with Iran? I don't know. I'm not there. I have no idea what's going on. Maria said, just like we do every week in my grandparents' house. I do want to go see Stephen. I would like for things to straighten up, and I would like to have an event to go to that way and go out that way. Andrew said, I mowed the yard. Well, damn, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. That thing really needed. Did the lawnmower do good? Because I sharpened the blades. Andrew said, I enjoyed the yard weather. Cootie said, Lord, every time you say Sarah, I get a little freaked out because you know it's my real name. But then I have to remember y'all call me Cootie. Screw you, Clud. Sarah, stop freaking me out. Maria said, yes, go see him. He called me today, believe it or not. We text every day he works. He texts me, let me know he's going to work. He gets to work. He's going home and he gets home. If he works, he texts me. But I haven't talked to him. Let's see. I called him about 2 weeks ago, and I was telling him about something, but he was carpooling with somebody and he couldn't talk. And then he called me today and talked to me for about 20 minutes. Maria said, what's his job? He works at Tractor Supply. He's a manager at Tractor Supply. Cootie said it only costs like less than $15 to get a real ID, Pops. I would know. Maria said, Cootie, you laughing? Yeah, they asked me when I went to redo my license if I wanted it, and I told them no. I should have went ahead and done it then, but I didn't. I didn't think I really needed one. I mean, my ID for my license should be good enough. I don't know why they keep wanting to do other stuff. Maria said, dumbass Sarah, not you, Cootie. Well, we'll call Sarah Cootie, and we'll call Cootie Seal dumbass. Dumbass Seal. Maria said, oh my God, I didn't notice the time. Yeah, we got about 4 more minutes. We still missing, we got 37 thumbs up. Cootie said, go up to the DMV, take less than 10 minutes. Maria said the time passed so fast. Yeah, I was thinking about stopping at about 8:30 because it was kind of slow. But when Dumbass come in here, it got exciting and everybody started speaking and talking and carrying on, and I was having fun. Maria said when Dumbass and Maria come, Cootie said we love the drama. Maria said two dumbasses come into the live. One's for fun and one's for dumb. Can you figure out which one has to go? Maria's laughing. Maria said, I like that. John said, Cubs win 16-2. Cootie said, only one. Well, we know Cootie's number one. The Sarah Cootie is number one. The Cootie Seal is a dumbass. She's a dumbass. And with that, Cootie said always. Maria said we need more Sarahs to come to the channel. Cootie said dancing. Cootie's dancing. John said, God bless everyone. God bless you too, John. Thank you for coming in. Cootie Swing said, love supporting the channel, and we love having you here. We really enjoy it. Maria says, peace, peace. Whoop. Goodbye. Flippy. Flippy. Thank you for being here. Doobie said goodbye, Flippy. And we will see you in the next video. Say goodbye, Flippy. 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 Goodbye. And remember, everybody, y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, keep it silly, and Sarah Seal's a dumbass. Thank y'all.